keep going. Right guard, that linebacker's playing way off. Quarterback, quarterback! Damn it, what's the tackle? Go back there you go, there you go. Left or right. Get through there, Brett. Get through there. There you go, middle. There you go, middle. Middle. Brad Algie, ball carrier. Good job, get outside. Backside. Responsibility here. Keep going. Got it. That's good. Get there now, right there. Sit. Good. There you go. Out there. There you go. Ball. There you go. That's a three. Turn it up. There you go. Turn it up, Brian. To the outside, guy running the flip there. He's got 50 foot of his way there. Let's keep going. There you go. There you go. Pushing on both sides.
Looks like the ball is supposed to be on the 26-yard line.
There you go. Hey. There you go. outside, Ryan. Go outside, Ryan. Out the field. That's it. Got a lot of room. Get outside. Get outside. Good boy. Good boy. Keep your feet, Minnow. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. There you go. There you go. There you go. Forky, get in there. Don't do anything stupid. Yeah.
Third down and 4. Number 37, Brent Eniaki. Number 18, Number 37, Brent Hiniaki. At the 14-yard line.
Yeah.
Number 6, Nick Krausfitz goes awry. Number 7. Back deep for Pike Valley is number 5, Keith Landing, and number 7, Tyler Clark. Kicking off for the Falcons will be number 37, Brent Hiniaki. Fumble on the play. Pike Valley. Number 18, Eric Isaacson. Number 18, Eric Isaacson, the ball carrier. Number 6. Back deep in punt formation for Pike Valley is number 5, Keith Blanding. Number 10, Ryan Hyman. Fumble by number 30. Number 6, Nick Crowley. Number 18. Number Number 18, Eric Isaacson sneaks. Number 29, Aaron Strait to kick off for the Pike Valley Panthers. Back deep for the Falcons, number 10, Ryan Hyman, and number 31, Jeff House. Kick taken by number... Fumble on the snap. Number 7, Tyler. Back deep in punt formation is number 5, Keith Blanding, and deep for the Falcons is number 31, Jeff House, and number 10, Ryan Hyman. Number 10, Ryan Hyman returns the... Number 37. Number 37, Brent. Number 7, Tyler Clark. Number 51, Brad Howard, the ball carrier. Number 37, Brett Pink. Timeout, Pike Valley. Falcons have a 1st and 10 at about the 11-yard line. Number 37. Number 37, Brent Hiniaki.
That's a lineman. That's a...
It is 20-8. 9. Third straight kick is taken by number 10, Ryan Hyman. Number 51, 20-yard line. On the play, bring up 2nd down and a long 4. Back deep in punt formation for Pike Valley is number 5, Keith Blanding. Deep for the Falcons is number 10, Ryan Hyman, and number 31, Jeff Howe. Number 40. Number 7, Jason Falcon. Back deep in punt formation for B&B. Number 50. Down now. Penalty on the play. Number 6, Nick. Tyler Clark. Kicking off for the Falcons will be number 57, Ryan Dallinghouse.
There you go.
Back deep for Pike Valley is number 5, Keith Blaney, and number 7, Tyler Clark.
east of the stadium. We do not need to be in the area there around the fence where the buffalo are. Please remain out of that area.
57 out there doing the kick right now for B&B. There's the kick. It's on the ground and it's taken by Charles. He has it at the 5-yard line. Gets across and gets hit hard, and down he goes.
About the 12-yard line, I think, Jeremy.
A nice hit by Brad Haug, the senior, or the junior, 180 pounds. It will be first down and 10 for the Jetmore Longhorns. The ball at the 14-yard line. Starting for Jetmore, left to right, Jeremy Apple, Randy Ruzick, Daniel Kosman, Nick Jacobs, Adam Burks, Ryan Haug, Chris Bamberger, and Brian Yonker in the backfield. Bamberger at the fullback position. He's a big bruiser, and he's going to get the ball off the left side across the 15-yard line up to about the 17-yard line. Nate Kohaki from his safety position makes the tackle for B&B.
Gain of great 4 or 5 yards there by Chris Bamberger, trying to establish that running game here at the beginning. You know, they went away from Smith, who's playing tight end or defensive end on the other side here for the Falcons.
So Jetmore coming out with their I formation set. Yonker is the tailback, Bamberger the fullback, Haug under center at the quarterback position, trying to draw him off. We have a false start off the right side. Nick Jacobs, 222-pound senior, number 99, off there a little early. Dennis Nelson, the referee, will get us our first penalty of the ball game.
Good ball. Still second.
5-yard penalty on the Longhorns, Larry, and you know that's a play this late in the season that just drives the coach nuts.
Oh, you can't have penalties. That's one of the keys that Kevin talked about for the game, you know. Keep hold the ball and no mistakes. Here they go.
Haug is going to give it off the left side to Yonker. He's up to the 17, gets the penalty yardage back, and that's about it. Between about the 17 and the 18-yard line, a gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up third down and 7 for the Longhorns.
Well, they're trying to get the defense. Both of them, they kind of play a 5-1 defense or a 3-3-2.
The ball is the 17. The first down is the 24-yard line. Third and 7 for the Longhorns. This is the first possession of the ball game here at Schaefer Field, and Russell back to pass. Looking over the field, and it is incomplete. That was intended for number 45, Adam Burke, covered by Nate Kohaki. And the first possession for Jetmore. Larry goes 3 and out, so this Baileyville defense comes to play.
Yes, it was. That was the Ryan, number 11 for Jetmore, Ryan Haug, was trying to get the ball to his favorite receiver, Adam Burks. Adam has got most of the pass this year, and he just overthrew him, so it brings up 4th down and 6.
And Burks will punt the football away for Jetmore. Not a very long. Now he's going to back up, and we have a penalty on the play. We'll see what the call is. It looks like it's have a dead ball offside on B&B. That was on Kenton Sudbeck. The nose guard was offside, and I'll tell you what, now you have a decision. Do you go for it right here or not?
I don't know what Kevin's going to do. I suppose he might try to establish the game. Let him know, hey, we come to town to play.
4th down and a short 2. It looks like Jetmore's still going to punt the football away, but last week they had a fake punt in a situation just like this against South Barber.
They run that first series against South Barber last week on their and they faked the cut and they made the first down. Good
There's
kick.
A line drive kick. It's taken by Hyman at the 21. He has some running room to the outside, still on his feet. He's moving down the sideline, still going. Hyman all the way to the 30-yard line, but a flag flies at the 38. A nice return by Ryan Hyman, but he's going to be
looks like a clip probably, I'm supposing, or block, holding.
Looks like a legal block in the back or legal contact. We'll see what the call is, but that's a big one, legal block in the back.
First down over there. Take it, okay?
Chris Bamberger, the captain for the Jetmore defense, moves him back. Jetmore has only given up 48 points this year defensively. No points here in the playoffs. So tell you what, B&B has a challenge because Jetmore, their defense is really, really solid.
So they've had real good fortunate luck as far as all that, I think, Jeremy, as far as the defense for the Longhorns.
So first down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Heaney Hockey under center. He's going to roll to his right. He throws it incomplete. Brett Schmitz was the intended receiver out of the backfield.
Yeah. Just a little bit too quick, I think, Chris. A little too anxious on that, and I think he interfered with old Brett Smith's attempt to catch it. Of course, Brent is he's a 210-pound senior, and of course, Chris is he's about a 215-pound senior, so they're just big heavyweight guys going at it each other.
And that's a big one, Larry. 15-yard penalty, and that moves B&B into Jetmore territory. First down and 10, they'll spot the ball at the 34-yard line. First down and 10 from the 34 for B&B. They're in Jetmore territory here in the first quarter. 10 minutes to go here from Schaefer Field.
They're in I formation.
Hockey, back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Has his man complete for Jeff Howe inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. Second down for B&B. So far, you look at B&B, and they're going to the passing game in the early going.
Well, they haven't been there for you, just not holding anything back. They're going to give the whole smear at them. Need to stop that
going
one.
on that inside handoff. Brad Haug on the carry. He's wrapped up immediately. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. And that interior of that Jetmore defense with Nick Jacobs, Randy Ruzick, Nick Gable, Chris Vanberger, and Daniel Kosman, they are very, very tough.
Chris Vanberger, number 44, that middle linebacker, he shot the gap, and they got him for no gain at all. Not even lost a half a yard.
Loss of about 1 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Keeney Hawkins rolls right. In trouble. Throws it up the field. Has a man. Incomplete. Wide open at the 5-yard line was Jeff Haug. No, that was actually Brad Haug out there, number 51. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down, and a good job by Heaney Hockey to move around in the pocket, but just was under a little bit too much pressure to be able to set up and deliver that ball.
Rolled out to the right, and they saw traffic coming, so they kind of veered back to the left, the middle, and just overthrew that 180-pound junior.
Jetmore cheerleaders trying to get their defense pumped up. 4th and 6, and we have a false start coming across by Baileyville. I believe it's going to be a false start. Now they're going to call an offside. Looks like the left side, but maybe the defense drew the offense off that time. That's a 5-yard penalty. And it'll bring up 4th down and 1. So Jetmore with 25 yards of penalties here in the first 3 minutes of this ball game.
Not what Kevin Ayers drew up on the game plan, I can assure you on that. We'll see what call is.
Smith, the fullback. They give it to Howe. He has the first down, and he was hit hard. Chris Bamberger, and wow, that was a lick right there.
That's called an IHOP waffle. That's when you leave the imprints on them when you make a hit.
A gain of 2 on the play for Howe. The first down of the ball game by anything except the penalty. First down and 10, the ball at the 23-yard line. Smith the carry. He's down to the 20-yard line, met by a host of Jetmore Longhorns at the 20. In on the play, Daniel Kosman in there. Nick Jacobs out there as well as Jeremy Apple. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 after the gain of 3. Tell you what, cruising back in these backfields. 2 wide receivers split far side. That's Jeff Haug along with Brad Schmidt. Back to pass. Heaney Hockey.
Oh, they got him.
Hit
and they got him.
Drop. Nick Jacobs makes the play at the 27-yard line. A loss of 7 on the play. It will bring up 3rd down and 13.
Well, they kind of cheated the corners up on that thing. I think they thought it was going to be a running play, but that's how quick they are as far as Jetmore reacting and changing it.
I watched the tape last week from Jetmore and South Barber, and they were all over Keith Sheelight the whole ball game. There's a fumble.
Jetmore
has it. On the ball was Nick Gable.
Number 6. Yep.
Number 6, Nick Gable. A missed handoff in the backfield, and the first turnover goes to the Jetmore Longhorns.
And they shut them out of the end zone again when they got down there in the old red zone, you might say. Great job by the Longhorns.
Jetmore ineffective on their first offensive drive of the ball game. They get it again. The ball at the 28-yard line. First down and 10. 7:42 to go here in the first quarter. Bamberger to the lone setback. 2 wide receivers far side. Haug is going to keep it. Goes left. And he fumbles the ball. Did he get on it? He did.
I think he did.
Jetmore has had problems fumbling the football this year. They have fumbled it 30 times. which the opponents have recovered it. Against Victoria in the playoffs, they fumbled it 5 times, lost 5 fumbles, and they lose it again right there, but they're able to get on top of the ball. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Now we bring up here, we'll find out as far as if he's about to go to the passing game, I suppose, to loosen up a little bit. His favorite target is Burke, so look for Adam.
Nick Gable split to the near side. Left side, Yonker has a little bit of running room, gets to the outside, up to the 35-yard line. They'll mark it at the 34. So a gain of 7 on the play, make it a gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Longhorns. The ball spotted at the 34-yard line. So both these teams hitting hard. Both these coaches expected that to happen.
Yes, they did. Everything's going like game plan so far except dropping a rock. And, of course, the temperature, I think you said, was blowing a little, 37 degrees at game time and a little 10 mile an hour. Here we go.
High formation, 3rd down and 4. Longhorns snap it. Bamberger, first down into Baileyville territory at the 39-yard line. Chris Bamberger picks up 5 on the play and a first down.
You might say that was probably maybe a touchdown-saving tackle by that 155-pound sophomore, old Nate Go Hockey, number 88. He was a safety, and he came up and saved what Chris looked like might have broke one for the touchdowner, Jeremy.
Go Hockey really plays some good defense so far in this ball game. He's covered Burks on a pass play, makes the hit there. Bamberger, now they're going to hog with the keeper. Look out. And the ball is on the ground.
I think it's recovered by Go Hockey.
Baileyville. Guess who's on it? Nate Go Hockey, number 88, the fumble, and it goes back to B&B after the turnover, and that's the 2nd time Haug fumbled the ball on this possession, and he loses it on number 2.
That was a great job by Nate. I mean, he's tall, he's big, he's a big sophomore, 155-pound sophomore playing one of the biggest games of his life.
Here we go. Heaney Hockey. He's going to run it. All sorts of room. Brett Heaney Hockey is brought down short of the first down. A gain of 9 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and a short 1. And I'll tell you what, a lot of this Jetmore pressure comes from the outside. And if you got your quarterback stepping up into the pocket, you look right there, they had all sorts of running room.
Oh, he could have drove a 18-wheeler through there sideways, I think. He had all tons of room.
Heaney Hockey came into this ball game and rushed for 659 yards and 13 touchdowns. There's a give up the middle. That's Brad Haug on the carry, enough for a first down, a gain of 4 on the play. The ball's up to the 38-yard line. First down and 10 from the 38.
And Brad Haug is a 180-pound junior, running back, number 51, doing a great job. And because they're going to probably key on Brett Smith, I suppose, most of the time, don't you expect?
I would expect so. He's ran for 13 touchdowns, 746 yards. Heaney Hockey back to pass. Pump fake, has a man downfield. Intercepted by Jetmore. The ball was intercepted. It looked like Jeremy Apple was out there with the interception for the Longhorns. So another turnover with 5:13 to go in the first quarter. Jetmore with the football, first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line, and Apple had the position, made the INT.
He threw it in the crowd, and there was 2 receivers close, and sandwiched in between was the Longhorn, and he ends up getting it.
And there's the pick right there. Nice interception by Apple. So 2 consecutive drives for both teams stopped via the turnover. B&B with both of them. Bamberger right side.
Big hole.
Across the 25. Finally brought down. Haug on the tackle along with Nate Kohocky.
A bit close to first down, Jeremy.
Up to the 27. A gain of 9 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and a long 1.
And Bamberger was just close to breaking that all the way. A good shoestring tackle there at the end. And so we got 2nd and 1 now.
One thing you'll notice about Chris Bamberger is when he runs the ball, he might not get a ton of yards in the first quarter or the second quarter, but if we get to the 3rd and the 4th quarter, he really shows his wares there. There's a pitch outside. Yonker has blocking and is going to be cut down right at the first down marker. Brian Yonker.
Brian Yonker is incredible. You know, he was a state champion in his class as far as on weightlifting, Jeremy, at 128, state champ in powerlifting. And number 12, running back, he's a 128-pound junior.
A gain of 2 on the play. He has 3 carries, 13 yards unofficially. The ball spotted now at the 28. First down and 10 for Jetmore.
They're cheating up pretty tight on the Falcons defense. Look at him, almost like a blitz.
Left side running hard up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play for Bamberger. It'll bring up second down and 4.
Well, Bamberger, he went over his left guard, Randy Rizik, the 225-pound sophomore, and it's just like a cloud of dust. He made some good yards there, made about 6.
As you see, just under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score between Jetmore and B&B. Second down and 4. Bamberger again. Now they're going to pitch it outside, and a great play on the outside. Kohaki again from his safety position. A gain of maybe a half a yard on the play. Third down and 4. And Steve Cherton was concerned about the option play coming into this game. And right there, he saw his safety make a big play on the outside.
Well, he might be a sophomore by the classification of school, but by this time of year, he's almost like a junior, so he's playing extremely well, Jeremy.
Here we go. Third down and 4 for Jetmore. I formation again. Left side, Bamberger. Close to the first down. I believe he has
on the spot.
39. It looks like he has enough. It is a first down.
Referee Dennis Nelson says, first down, move the sticks, boys.
5 carries, 27 yards unofficially in the early going for Chris Bamberger. Brian Yonker with 4 carries for 13 yards. B&B defense so far eliminating the big plays. 2 wide receivers near side. Apple out there along with Yonker. Lone setback is Bamberger. Now he's in motion. Back to pass. Throw over the middle. Man open. First pass it.
Great job.
Touchdown, Jetmore.
41-yard pass reception. They send Chris Bamberger in motion to the left. Get old Adam Burke open, and at the final score.
40-yard touchdown pass from Brian Howe to Adam Burke. And Jetmore strikes first with 2:31 to go in the first quarter. It's Jetmore 6, B&B nothing.
Just incredible deception. He got sent Chris in motion to the left. So you could see it drew his people out and opened up the pass down the middle, kind of like on a option play.
Here's the 2-point conversion. Howe keeps it left side. He's close. In. No. Did not get in. Fumbled it in. So that was the last play of the first quarter, I believe. 2:54, excuse me. The clock went blank. So a nice pass play, as you can see right here. You saw Bamberger going in motion. Then Howe dumped it right over the middle and landed it right in Adam Burke's hand as he marched it into the end zone for the first score of the ball game. So 2:54 to go in the first quarter, 6-0 Longhorns, and they went to the pass play and they spread that defense out.
That was just a great call by Coach Kevin Ayers, and it's a tremendous throw by Ryan Haug. Just perfect touch pass right over the top. No Adam Burke. He just got down there and took those big hooks of his and brought it in, and the rest of it was history. Little pitch and catch, Jeremy.
Said you look for more of that in this ball game?
Absolutely, but element of surprise. I think he still wants to, he don't have the game plan of the running game how Kevin really wants to have it, I think, Coach Ayers. But he's getting there. And he'll use the pass, I think, is in there. Here comes the kickoff.
There it is. It's going to bounce. It'll be taken by Ryan Hyman. He goes right side looking for a block. And he's going to be across the 25 up to about the 28-yard line. That's where B&B will start first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Jetmore strikes on a 40-yard pass play from Ryan Howe to Adam Burke.
And the kickoff return was about 20 yards. So that's a good return for them. They set up with first down on their own like 28-yard line, Jeremy.
And B&B has had some chances in this ball game through their passing game. We'll see if they do it again. There's the pitch out. Smith with the carry, lowers his head.
You see a bull in the china closet?
A little bit of a bull in the china closet. A gain of about 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down for B&B. And tell you what, he does not hide from a hit.
He just runs over people, runs through them, I guess you'd say. The coach says there's no quitting in the old Falcons.
So it brings up second down and 5. The ball at the 33-yard line. Hitting Hockey, back to pass. He's going to run it. Now he pitches it out to House, who nearly lost that football. He did not have that one real good when he got hit up to the 36-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for B&B.
I think old Bamberger and Jacobs is out there with him, and it's like that 51 Haug from Falcons, just like he hit a stone wall, like it almost hitting that Russell Bronco school building wall over there. Did you see how he just poof, bam?
Dustin Crossman brings the play in for B&B. The Falcons trail 60-0, 1:45 to go in the first quarter. There's a pitch out to Smith. He lowers his head. He's on his feet. Down the sideline. Smith is going to go all the way. Touchdown. What a run. 44 yards, and it is tied at 6.
It's just a great individual effort. I mean, the pitch got out wide on the option.
The B&B crowd excited about that one. If they can get the extra point here, they will take the lead in this ball game.
Well, they had two missed tackles. They kind of got sandwiched, and both guys missed it. Here we go.
Here's the 2-point conversion. Left side, Howe is going to be dropped short. So 1:35 to go in the first quarter. We're tied up at 6, and this is an old-fashioned shootout.
Oh, it's at the OK Corral, or we could say Bronco Corral over here in Russell, I guess.
You look at the replay right here. Watch him break through these tackles right here. Kept his balance, and away he goes into the end zone. Ryan Howe comes in late, but not in time to make the tackle. So B&B ties it up after the 44-yard touchdown run from Brett Schmidt.
Well, they had Jeremy Apple, number 22, 152-pound senior. He tried to come from the outside, and Smith just split the gap. When he made a pass, those first two guys trying to tackle him, well, it was lights out straight in the end zone. Great job.
It just goes to show you, if you can break a tackle, if you can keep your balance, everything you preach to your backs just happened right there. Breaking a tackle, keeping your balance, and maintaining your speed.
Well, here we go. Jeremy, my goodness, with 1:35 yet to go in the first quarter, we're going to have kickoff. Isn't this neat?
This is fun.
Is this exciting or what?
This is what state championship football is about. John Dollinghouse kicking it off. Number 57, 190-pound sophomore, drills it down. And Charles has it across the 15, still on his feet. And toe hockey makes the hit across the 20 up to the 23-yard line. So that's where Jetmore will start first and 10 at their own 23.
Now the run back in there was by Ryan Charles, number 27. He's a 123-pound junior and just does a lot of work. He's one of the backup halfbacks that comes in here on offense, too, for Coach Kevin Ayers and those Jetmore Longhorns. So here we go, first down on their own 3 or 22?
23-yard line. Daniel Kaufman hovers over the football at center. Double tight end for the Longhorns. Young, hit, drop. Jeff and Brad Haug in on the tackle for the B&B Falcons. A gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9.
Almost stuffed him, you might say, in his tracks. A gain of 1, fell forward for it.
Coming up on a minute to go here in the first quarter. You take a look into the Jetmore huddle right there.
Now here you go.
Empty backfield, look for a man in motion. And look for a handoff to Bamberger. He gets it. He's still on his feet. Still running. I'll tell you what, he is strong. That was a hard-fought 2-yard gain right there. Their 3rd down and 7.
I couldn't see who was the tackler, but like he had an arm lock on him, you know, and tried to hold him back and pull him back, and it was just a tug of war out there. Brings up 3rd and 7, I think.
3rd down and 7. The ball just across the 25 to the 26. They need the 33 for a first down.
And this very easily could be the last play of the first quarter, Jeremy, if we don't have a penalty or anything for the other half of the second.
Here we go. 3rd down and 7. Will the Longhorns pass it? They will. Howe going to roll left. Throws down the field. It's up. Burks trying to get it, and he
Cut back for it. Great job.
Burks came back for the football and made the catch at the 34-yard line.
It's just an incredible adjustment where Adam came back to the ball. He saw the ball fluttering, and it wasn't the spiral that Ryan normally throws. but he made the adjustment, came back, and caught the bend for an incredible first down with 6 seconds to go in the first quarter.
A 20-yard gain on 3rd down and 7, and that is going to be the last play of the first quarter. It's an exciting one here at Schaefer Field in Russell. The Baileyville B&B Falcons 6, the Jetmore Longhorns 6. We'll be back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Tonight's presentation of 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Jetmore versus Baileyville-B&B on Smoky Hills Public Television, is made possible by an underwriting grant from Burke's Plumbing of Jetmore. Dennis and Ruth Burks are proud to sponsor the coverage of the Jetmore Longhorns and congratulate the kids on another great season. Burke's Plumbing, serving the Jetmore and Dodge City communities. By Agco Incorporated, serving Russell County and the surrounding area. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the generous support of the following Jetmore businesses: Snyder Well Service, Beckworth Funeral Home, Farmers State Bank, Bonsai Products Incorporated, the Jetmore Republican, Cornerstone Painting and Drywall, Wild Willie Sports Bar and Grill of Jetmore and the Cactus Club of Ness City, Jetmore Food Center. If you would like to purchase a VHS or a DVD copy of the 8-man State Football Championship game, contact Melinda Walker at Smoky Hills Public Television at 1-800-337-4788, extension 133. Or email her at mwalker@shptv.org.
Gets the carry up to the 20 or 31-yard line, but Drew Miller's in the crowd. Drew, what do you got?
Okay, we're joined here with Regis Smith, and you have a son playing. Who's your son, and what position does he play?
It's number 48, and it's Brett. It's Brett Smith, it is. And he's the halfback on offense, and he plays defensive end on defense.
So what is your thought process so far in this game? Or is it the biggest game of the year, and are you nervous?
I'm probably more nervous than he is. He seems to get up for the game. It's pretty easy for him to get up.
Well, it's not only the biggest game of the year, but it's also the coldest game of the year. Are you keeping bundled up?
I'm keeping plenty warm, yeah. With the excitement, it's easy.
Thanks a lot, Regis. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Drew. Brian Yonker with the gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 from the 29-yard line. Gain of 3, 17 yards on 6 carries for Yonker.
High formation by the Longhorns. Ryan Fakes got a pass.
How?
Oh, he's wide open. He caught it. Nice.
Is made at the 18-yard line. Adam Burke. A gain of 11 on the play, and it looked like that might have hit the ground right there.
Coach Dearnon is trying to say the same thing. He's trying to influence my official hair stamp over here.
Tell you what, Jetmore has passed the ball 3 for 4, 71 yards and a touchdown.
And the one that was incomplete was just thrown over the receiver's head. Remember?
1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Bamberger goes left. He
didn't get much, did he?
Battled down, and they're still pushing him down as he gets to about the 16. A gain of 2 for Chris on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. So, tell you what, that pass play, Burks was wide open. If Haug wouldn't have been under pressure, that probably would have been another 6 on the Longhorns.
Because Ryan couldn't get the ball up, probably below his ankles. He really did a great job to reach down and low. If he'd been up in a decent shoulder area, he probably had a touchdown again.
So a gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 for the Longhorns. They're knocking on the door. The ball's on the ground again. That is the 3rd time that Haug has dropped the ball, and you got to give some credit right there on the play. Kenton Sutton back in from his nose tackle position. Also Jeff Haug coming in on the tackle, and a loss of 1 on the play. It brings up 3rd down and 9.
Obviously a passing play. He might look for, he's going to look for Adam Burks again, but he might throw some kind of a screen action, throw somebody a play action type pass.
Ryan Haug had ran for 1,100 yards this year. He's back to pass.
Play action.
Has Apple. He throws it to Burks at the 10.
First down.
Brought down at the 6-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play and another first down. I'll tell you what, if Haug looks a little bit further down the field, he had Jeremy Apple coming across the field wide open at the goal line, but it's another first down for the Longhorns. First down and goal.
He took the safe one. I mean, the safe outlet valve on that. It's probably just third option. He hit him, and great job. First and goal at 6.
Nick Gable split to the far side. Bamberger hit and dropped. Kenton Sudbeck, the 150-pound sophomore, stood up. Chris Bamberger.
I mean, it's showing them that we got bricks of our own up, or brick walls you can run into, and you just saw one.
A loss of 1 on the play, and Sudbeck just got right by Kosman at the center position, made a hit, and a loss of 1 on the play. It brings up second down and goal.
If you stop Chris Bamberger like that, you stop the truck.
You did something right. There's a pitch outside Yonker. Goes out there and brought down. Toe hockey out there along with Haug, but Haug, it looks like they had a face mask out there, though. It is a face mask.
White captain! White captain! White captain!
Referee Dennis Nelson wants to talk
If you take the penalty,
to
we'll
the
have
captain.
the distance to be second down. Yeah. Okay.
So it's a half the
Half the distance, Tom.
Second
half the
down.
distance.
You hear Dennis Nelson making the call right there. So 8:37 to go. 8:37 to go here in this first half. We're still tied up at 6. Here it comes right at you. There it was right there. Not much of a face mask, but
it's incidental, and Dennis was talking to umpire Tom King to give him half the distance. So we got second and goal from about the 4-yard line, Jeremy, with 8:37 to go in the second quarter.
Haug under center, barking out the signals. Bamberger up the middle, hit, still going. Marches himself down to the goal line. He turned his body just enough that it kept the ball out of the end zone. A gain of 3 for Bamberger. Third down and goal from about an inch out.
I think Chris has the nose for the goal line, but I think it was the effort of the defense that turned him. Otherwise, he would have been in there. Great job by the Falcons to keep it from getting in there. Here we go. 3rd and inches, huh?
Nobody in the backfield. Look for a quarterback sneak. Haug, touchdown. Ryan Haug. 7:59 to go in the second quarter, and Jetmore retakes the lead on the 1-yard touchdown run by Ryan Haug.
And that's the 7:59 mark in the second quarter. Jetmore punched it in. There's a great job by Ryan Haug that he wanted to go over with his right guard, and it kind of stuffed it, and he reversed out and came over the left guard, and it was opening just enough to get through for the score.
And at the 7:59 mark of the second quarter, the Longhorns looking for the conversion. Back to pass, throw out in the flat. Catch is made, 2-point conversion.
Good job.
The 2-point conversion is good, so it's 7:59 to go in the first half. Jetmore 14 and B&B 6.
And Kevin Ayers over there giving every one of his players on that offensive deal the high fives and congratulations. They're elated. They got back up on top. And, you know, earlier, there we go. We're going to...
Here's a look at the touchdown. Just spun off the left side, and there it was right there. The initial surge was stopped, but they had all sorts of room to move to the left.
Well, there's a lot of beef on that right-hand side of the line that stuffed him, and he spun off kind of like an old single wing play, huh? Ryan Haug kind of spun off kind of like the old spinner back. Some single wing action, and went on in the end zone.
So that will bring Nick Jacobs out to kick things off. Back deep for B&B is number 10, Ryan Hyman, and number 31, Jeff Haug. Both 140-pound juniors. Jacobs,
what a kickoff.
And that thing goes all the way out of the end zone. So that will set Jetmore up, or excuse me, B&B up first down and 10 at their own 15-yard line. They have 65 yards to go to pay dirt.
You know, that kickoff, he might have had a little wind behind his back that helped him out there, Jeremy, but that there ball was headed for Milberger down south of Russell. That's where it was headed.
That would, if the wind would have been just a little bit stronger, maybe it had got there. Katie Hockey, left side hit. Drop, Randy Ruzick in the backfield. Makes the hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Will bring up second and 10.
It was a great job by the nose guard, Randy Ruzick. He's a 225-pound sophomore. He also had help, of course, by Chris Bamberger, the 215-pound senior. And also, I think, Daniel Cosman, number 64, 186-pound senior, was in there.
Second down and 10. Heaney Hockey back to pass. Throws it. Has his man. Catch was made by Haug up at about the 19-yard line. We'll see where officially they mark it. They'll put it just inside the 19-yard line, so a gain of 4 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Jeff Haug, the receiver that cut the ball, number 31 for the Falcons, he's a 140-pound junior, Jeremy, and did a great job. He caught it and then kind of reversed out, spun out, picked up a couple more yards.
3rd down and 7. Heaney Hockey back to pass, under pressure again. He's hit and he's dropped. Ruzick in on the play again for the Jetmore defense, all the way back inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play.
Are they pumped, Jeremy, or what? I mean, that's the second sack in this series by Randy Ruzick.
So it'll bring up 4th down, and B&B will have to punt it away.
Against a little bit of a wind. We'll see how things happen here. 57 back to punt.
John Dollinghouse will punt it to Ryan Charles. It's a high kick.
Short.
And it's short, and then it will get a little bit of a roll to about the 36-yard line, and that's where Jetmore will have it at the 36. A 22-yard punt, no return on the play. 1st down and 10 Longhorns at the B&B 36-yard line. 6:12 to go in the first half, and B&B needs to make a stop right here because Jetmore, as we know, their defense is very tough to score on. They show they are a little bit, they can give up points, but B&B doesn't want to get down by 2 touchdowns right now.
Gains of momentum, you know, it's kind of in the first quarter. Now you got a momentum that shifted to the Longhorns, and they want to try to capitalize on it.
Howe going to keep it. Going left side, he's hit, and he's dropped. Howe again on the tackle along with Craig Kilhockey. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Haug with 3 carries for 2 yards in this ball game unofficially. Yonker, 7 carries for 18 yards. Bamberger has 9 carries for 33 yards. So the big plays have came through the passing game.
But they're trying to establish the ground that opens up the pass. Here he is on a keeper. Ryan's got it. He's got first.
Haug, right side to the 22-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
And he gets clear the sticks one more time. How many 1st downs, Jeremy, is that for Jetmore now?
7 1st downs for the Longhorns. 3 1st downs for B&B. The ball down to the 23-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Jetmore. They're knocking on the door again. They lead 14-6. Bamberger, left side. He is tough. Still going inside the 10 to the 5. What a run by Bamberger. 17 yards and a 1st down.
If you didn't get enough of Bamberger earlier, you're going to keep getting more doses of him coming right out at you.
Another 1st down. Tell you what, he is tough to bring down, and we have an equipment problem in the huddle. Official Dennis Nelson whistles it back in, and look at that run. Just watch Bamberger just dragging people down to the 5. Hyman finally helped finish that one off. Longhorns knocking on the door again. Bamberger hit at about the 3-yard line and dropped right there. Dollinghouse in on the tackle, along with Kenton Sudbeck. Kenny Hockey in on the tackle. Brent trying to make his presence known. 53 yards on 11 carries for Bamberger in the first half. He ripped 18 of them off play before last.
And you can see why several Division I schools have been trying to recruit him like this, what he does.
He's tough. He gets it again. He's going to get into the end zone for the Longhorn touchdown. 3 yards out, and Jetmore has taken a 2-touchdown lead. 4:22 to go in the first half. The Longhorns now lead this one 20-6. An excited crowd over there on the far side. You can hear them yelling pretty loud. You see the cheerleaders getting them excited. Chris
like
Bamberger.
As an 18-wheeler, looks like he was, you know, by a Kenworth tractor, pulling him right into the line. I mean, he's tougher. He's really tough, isn't he, Jeremy?
He's a horse. Back to pass, throw out in the flat. Burke catches it, 2-point conversion good. 4:22 to go in the first half. Jetmore now back on top by 2 touchdowns by a score of 22-6. And look at this play right here. As you see Bamberger just plow his way right over the top of Craig Kohaki for the touchdown. And I'll tell you what, B&B is going to need to stop that crossing pattern right there on the 2-point conversions or whichever way you look at it.
It's been open, whatever the reads, they haven't been reacting to the right reads by Tiernan would like him to do, and it's just been an open, just a lame duck pass. It's just get it there, and you got the 2-point. And it worked earlier, you know, out on the open field. They run it same play twice for their 2-point extra points, haven't they, there?
And one thing to think about here, they haven't had success there, a 16-point lead, but B&B will get the football to start the second half. So if they can put something together right here, get on the board, they're still in a pretty good situation. Jacob,
let's see what kind of run back they got.
Kicks it deep, and that is going to be a touchback again. That's a powerful tool right there, being able to get a touchback.
Kind of like TMP and Luke Driving, you know, a year ago, you know, and he always did that, kicked out of the end zone if you can keep him out of it. So it's going to be first on the 15-yard line, first and 65 yards to go. Let's see if the Falcons can maybe get some momentum back.
I'd look for him to do a draw or something right here. Just move Hockey back enough to bring the defense in and then run it right back up the middle. Back to pass. Hockey has time to throw it this time. Double coverage out there, and Schmidt nearly made the catch. It was broken up on the far side. Chris Bamberger on the coverage. Also Jeremy Apple out there at the 40-yard line.
And Jeremy, the ball got into his shoulder pads. He was trying to get his hands in position to catch the ball, and it went through there, hit his shoulder, and just bounced off. Or otherwise, he would have had a long reception.
You can see a little film coverage, the film study right there by the Longhorns, though. They recognized it, and they had double coverage down the sideline. Second down and 10.
They had him stand.
Not much going. A gain of maybe 2 on the play up to the 17. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Just a great job there by the Longhorns recognizing what the Falcons were trying to do. And here comes the play in here by number 11 for the Falcons. So we'll see what Coach Tiernan has brought in here on this 3rd and 8. Jeremy?
Dustin Crossman is number 11, the 165-pound senior. See if they can do something special here. Hockey back to pass. Has a man open, and it is caught! What
Great
a
job!
Oh, he missed it! Oh, he came out! What an effort, though, by Jeff Haug. I thought he had that, but it squirted out of his hands, and it's 4th down. And
we'll take a look on a replay, Jeremy, but I almost thought maybe the ground might have caused a fumble, but we'll take a look, see what happened.
That was, what a heck of a play by Haug. You look at this right here as Hockey went back to pass, had time to throw it, set up, had a man wide open, just overthrew it, and yeah, he knew he didn't have it.
Missed it. Yeah.
Here's the punt, a pretty good kick by Dallinghouse. It bounces, and Kohaki will down it at the 37-yard line. So Jetmore will have it again. 3:27 to go in the first half. They lead this one 22-6.
And that's not what Coach Steve Tiernan wanted to have happen. I mean, three plays and out, have to kick it, you know, and give the ball right back to the Longhorns. So we still 3:27 to go before halftime, but they need some stops.
I look for Jetmore to try and air it out again. You see her score 22-6. The B&B Falcons trailing the Jetmore Longhorns. Jetmore won it in 2001. They're trying to do it again here in 03. Back to pass. The Haug throws it out in the flat, and the catch is made by Jeremy Apple at the 31. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
And the old linesman over there, Jamie McClure, he said that was a catchable ball, and so it gives him a spot of about 6 yards.
The ball at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns have thrown it for 88 yards so far in this ball game. Bamberger hit. Nothing going as he gets up to the 30-yard line. Brad Howe, Craig Kohaki in on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd down to 3 after the 1-yard carry.
And the Falcons need more of that, where they kind of stuff them. They only give them about a yard or almost nothing. They need a little bit more of that here as the clock's going down to 2:41 to go before halftime with 3rd and 3, Jeremy.
They have to do it right here. 3rd down and 3, as Larry just mentioned. See if they go with the extra count here to try and bring Baileyville offsides. They do. Looked like somebody might have been early.
Quarterback.
1st down, still going. Rolling inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 and a Jetmore 1st down.
They love that old quarterback counter. You know, they love that quarterback counter type thing. You know, fake it on one side and then like counter to the opposite side behind a couple pulling guards.
5 carries, 19 yards unofficially for Ryan Howe. He's been the offense so far, throwing the ball 5 for 6 for 88 yards and a touchdown.
How many 1st downs now, Jeremy?
9 1st downs for the Longhorns unofficially. 2:03 to go. Bamberger hit, but he does not know immediately.
One bull grabs another bull, and it's
Brett Schmidt's in on the tackle, along with Craig Kohaki.
They've been tearing up chunks of what Bermuda grass is left out here, wasn't they? I mean, it was one bull trying to get more yards than the other. Says, no, you're not going any further.
A gain of 1 on the play, and as some would say, hanging on for a ride. Bamberger, fake, and there's Howe with it. He tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brad Howe in the backfield, and no gain on the play.
Is that one Howe getting another Howe?
One Howe getting another Howe. A little confusing, maybe. No gain on the play. Here we go. 3rd down and 9. Coming up on a minute to go here in the 1st half. We'll see if the Longhorns throw it. Back to pass, Howe. Time to throw. Looking in trouble. Throws it out. Is that a fumble? No, that's going to be that is going to be a intentional grounding. Illegal forward pass.
Lost it down, too, isn't it?
That's a loss of down, so that's going to give B&B the football.
Have a look at it. If you decline the penalty, it will be 4th down and about.
And one thing I like hearing in on Coach or official Dennis Nelson, he explains it every time, even though sometimes it might be an obvious thing, he still explains it.
Well, he had a little help there with Tom King, because Tom King first said that's lost it down, too, didn't you? You can pick that up on the mic.
4th down, the ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. We'll see if Jetmore decides to go for it, or if they punt the football away.
And those Zebras, they picked up their hankies and put them back in their pocket. And we're getting ready at 4th down and forever. Call it, 4th down and 21 yards to go. And they're going for it.
The Longhorns will go for it. That looks like they're going to punt it away. They just go back into punt formation. Watch out for Burke trying for a fake right here. They are going to fake it. Howe throws it out, has Yonker. Does his knee go down?
No, he wasn't.
No, but he still gets knocked down at the 32-yard line. Makes the 33 a gain of 2, but not nearly enough for the 1st down.
That guy's a state champion power lifter, you know. At 123 pounds, old Ryan Yonker, he didn't go down on his knees. You see that great balance with his hand to keep that knee from touching. He made 2 or 3 more yards, but too little, too late. 1st down for the Falcons, and they could use some help with under a minute to go, Jeremy.
And they have all 3 of their timeouts. Look forward to go to the air, but they're going to need to have some quick patterns here because Jetmore will be all over them, just like they were last week against Team Sheline. Back to pass, Teeny Hockey. Going to run it up the field. Has some room up to about the 39-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. So it's just under 39 seconds, the timeout after a gain of 6. And what's your strategy right now, Larry? Obviously, the clock stops when you get a 1st down. You're 41 yards away from a touchdown, and I'll tell you, you can grab all the momentum if you can get a score right here.
Well, I think I'd put the quarterback into the shotgun formation and go quick hitters. Just take what the defense gives you. They're not going to let you have that long ball, Jeremy, so they're going to pay you back. They're going to be off the ball 10, 15 yards. So take what the defense is going to give you. Quick hitters to the outside. Stop the clock. If you don't, you still got 2 timeouts to go.
B&B cheerleaders trying to get the crowd excited. You see the scoreboard in the background. 22-6 Here's our score. The Longhorns of Jetmore came into this ball game 12-0, had only given up 48 points all year, had yet to give up a point in the playoffs.
And they got scored on the day for the first time. So.
A 44-yard touchdown run from Brett Schmidt. Here we go, second down and 4 from the 39-yard line. Heaney Hockey nearly fell down, throws it out, has a man catch, first down at the 31-yard line, right in front of us. A gain of 10 and a first down for B&B, and that's their first down for quite some time. Jeff Howes on the reception for the Falcons.
It was a great job by that 140-pound junior, Jeff Haug, number 31, his white right end up there.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Heaney Hockey back to pass, throws it out, catch nearly made by Brett Schmidt. The pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage, so there is no pass interference on the sideline, and good job by the official making sure that the coaches knew that.
That's a great job of you too, Jeremy. You're recognizing that and they deflected it. That's a good job, buddy.
Well, I try to keep my eyes on the game once in a while.
All right, what do you do now? You got 23 seconds to go, and you're looking at 2nd and 10.
I try to get a first down to get the clock stopped, go a 10-yard pattern. Heaney Hockey back to pass, throws it up the field. It is going to be knocked away. Brett Schmidt turned into a defender right there as he knocked the ball out of Ryan Haug's hands. Haug was playing center field, nearly made the interception.
Heaney Hockey, he tried to step forward, and they got hit at the same time, so that took the momentum off of his pass, and so it became a lame duck, and he's lucky they wasn't intercepted. It was a great job by Falcons to hang on to the ball, though, so they still got 3rd and 10.
16 seconds to go. 3rd down and 10 for B&B. Heaney Hockey pitches it out to Haug. Has a man, and he gets down to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be a timeout on the play. Timeout by, I'm going to say B&B at the 27-yard line. So a gain of 5 on the play will bring up 4th down. And now you got to find something that's a quick hitter. It'll stop the clock and get at least 5 yards for the first down.
Yeah, Coach Steve Tiernan, he's going to try to play a little David Copperfield right now. He's going to reach in the bag of tricks and try to pull some magic out, because he does need 5 yards to get the first down and keep the ball aligned, but now you're out of clock, so you're almost going to have to take a shot at the end zone, aren't you?
I would think so. You have one timeout, but if you spend a lot of time running around in the backfield, those 8 seconds will roll off here pretty quickly.
Look for the incredible rush. He might blitz one guy, but the rest of them's going to stay back by Kevin Ayers and the Longhorns.
You don't want to
got his quarterbacks loosened up.
You don't want to get blindsided right here. Heaney Hockey back to pass, looking, going to go down the sideline, has a man out there, incomplete. Jeff Haug Brad Haug was the intended receiver, and that is going to turn the ball over to the Longhorns. And does Jetmore try something right here, or do they take a knee and take their 22-6 lead in at halftime?
You can't ever outguess Coach Ayers. He probably will go for it. They got confidence. They got world of confidence right now. They got momentum on their side, and I don't look for him just to nail it down, because he was talking too long on the sideline. If he's going to do that, I think he would have already been out there and take a knee and get out of here.
Here we go. 2 seconds to go in the half. Haug back to pass, throws it up the field, has Burke, incomplete. He got by his man, Jeff Haug, but the pass was incomplete. So that is our first half. The Jetmore Longhorns lead this ball game by a score of 22-6.
Just a great job. That first quarter was just a seesaw match, just back and forth. You know, interception, fumble, all that. And then the second quarter, here's where Jetmore took over and started dominating the game. A little run, a little pass action. What?
So it's 22-6. Jetmore leads this ball game by 16 points. And before we go any further, down to the field, Drew Miller's with Kevin Ayers.
It started out kind of slow, but it seems like your boys really got into it, and they've settled down, and now you got a 22-6 lead. How do you feel your boys played?
Well, we're doing pretty well. We came in awful tight, they're right in there at the first of the ball game. We're starting to settle down. The kids have played outstanding football. We're playing a great football team, and, we got to come out in the second half and just keep rolling.
Okay, great. Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All thanks a lot, Drew. As he said, 22-6, Jetmore has the lead at halftime in the 8-man Division I championship game on Smoky Hill Public Television.
Tonight's presentation of 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Jetmore versus Baileyville-B&B on Smoky Hills.
Halftime, Jetmore leading B&B by a score of 22-6. This has been a first half, Larry, that they traded punches in the first quarter, but it was the second quarter that was dominated by Jetmore.
You're absolutely right. Now, I think he needs to go to the coach down here and find out what Steve Tiernan's got for the second half.
You're down, but you're certainly not out. What did you tell your players at halftime to get them ready for the second half?
Oh, mainly, we just got to do the things we worked all week. We didn't do very good job on defense, just doing our assignments. And if we can do that, like I said, they just ran twice as many plays as we have. I think if we can get the ball, we might be able to score on them.
And what did you tell them about execution on the offense? They seemed like they were driving, and every once in a while, your players just couldn't catch a break, it seemed like.
Well, yeah, we caught very few breaks that half, but this is the second half. You know, it's a different half. We've worked all year for the second half. We're in pretty good shape, and yeah, we didn't catch any breaks, but no, I mean, give credit to Jetmore. They kept it moving.
Okay, great. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot, Drew and Coach Steve Tiernan. At halftime, Jetmore leading this ball game by a score of 22-6. The Longhorns scored on a 40-yard pass, also a 1-yard run and a 3-yard run. Looking at the stats from the first half, 90 yards of total offense for B&B, 180 yards of total offense for Jetmore. You look at the Longhorns, very even, 90 and 90. 9 first downs for Jetmore, 4 for B&B. 1 turnover for the Longhorns, 2 turnovers for B&B. And of course, you see the score right there, score of 22-6. So an offensive domination by Jetmore, and surprising, at least a little bit to me, is the success that Jetmore has had throwing the football. I knew they could run it, but they've really thrown the ball well.
Well, hey, earlier he was like 3 out of 4, I think you had, you know, and the only pass he missed was one that went clear over Adam Burke, you know, so they always use the pass for the element of surprise, and like you said, there's 3 turnovers, 1 for Jetmore, 2 for Baileyville. That's probably the difference on it, and that all happened in the first quarter, didn't it?
And a lot of highlights from the first half. This one's a touchdown pass to Adam Burks. You see Haug threw it right over the middle and right on the fingertips of Burks. Ran it into the end zone. Hockey not able to catch him. And then, watch this break. Brett Schmitz, and then he was into the opening, gone. 2-point conversions missed by both teams. And then here, you see Hockey drilled and sacked. Ruzick on the sack right there. He caused trouble in the first half. And then here is Bamberger. Look at this. Watch him just ride him down to the 5-yard line. So, you want a copy of it? Look on your screen, right? And see if you can get it. Here's the kick, and that is going to be a touchback all the way through the end zone. Nick Jacob. And so we're ready to get it going here in the second half. B&B with the first possession, Larry, and they need to move the ball.
It's exactly what Coach has got to saying, that Jetmore's had the ball about twice as many plays they have, so they just need to keep hold of it, keep that chain going. They don't have that many first downs compared to Jetmore, so here we go.
And there's a broken play in the backfield. Hockey hit and dropped. He got back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Ruzick again on the tackle, and they've got to find a way to keep him out of the backfield.
He's only a 226-pound sophomore. This time of year, you consider him a junior almost, but Ruzick is doing a great job in there. He's neutralizing their center this time, at least.
Greg Hockey, the center, the 220-pound senior, so they're fairly even as far as size-wise. But Ruzick's been all over, and there's a draw in the flat. Catch is made. First down, and that is not Hockey at the quarterback position. That's Jason Feldkamp in at quarterback.
And that was Jeff Haug catching the ball right in front of Ryan Haug from Jetmore.
So Feldkamp completes the pass up to the 19-yard line and gains 4 on the play. Feldkamp back to pass. He has the running room. Still on the move, and he has the first down out across the 25 up to the 28-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play for Feldkamp. Jason Feldkamp is a 150-pound sophomore, and nothing like throwing him right into the fire in the state championship game.
Well, he's probably played a few times. They've had some real easy games early, so I bet he's had plenty of experience as the year goes on. We just didn't know much about him here, and that's that kind of area. Here he is again.
Back to pass. Feldkamp throws it out in the flat, and it is incomplete. That's probably good right there for B&B, because that would have been a loss of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, that was a good time not to catch it in there, because you're gonna, if you did catch it, you're gonna lose maybe 2 or 3, 4 yards. So, gonna bring up 2nd down and long.
So Jason Feldkamp wearing number 7. You see Brett Heaney Hockey here on the sidelines. Looks like he might have an ankle injury. 2nd down and 10. There's a pitch out to Schmidt. He has his blocker still on his feet, and finally brought down at about the 32-yard line. A gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
That pitch went out to old Schmidt, and he's so exciting, you know, because anything can happen when he gets that ball. We saw him earlier, and so the adrenaline starts flowing when he catches the ball.
Heaney Hockey back into the lineup. Feldkamp did a good job spelling him. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. We'll see if they go to the air right here. Drossman, near side. There's Heaney Hockey. Throws it up the field, has a man, and it is caught. 1st down at the 26-yard line. Jeff Haug, another circus catch.
Unbelievable.
Wow, what a play right there.
Just what the coach needed. And those Falcons from Baileyville-B&B, they needed that 1st down. It's 3rd and long, and they get a big gain. How far was that now, Jeremy?
That's a 24-yard pass play.
The 1st down from the own 26.
There's the give underneath Haug. Gets a couple. Brad Haug. That was a heck of a catch by Jeff Haug. How he came up with it, I still don't know.
Called talent. And also calling the quarterback put the ball right where it needed to be, too.
2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain by Brad Haug. Heaney Hockey, he's going to carry it this time, has a little room. He's upended by Cade Sherrill, the 150-pound senior in there on the play.
Nick Gable makes the stop.
Nick Gable was in there. Looked like Sherrill, but it was Gable who made the hit. After a gain of 2 on the play, he'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Heaney Hockey with 7 carries for 5 yards. Having a hard time getting it going on the ground. There's the give up the middle. Brad Haug still running hard.
Great job. Brought down by a host of them. Host of those Longhorns made that tackle. You had 44, 45.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 4. 4th and 4, the ball at the 20-yard line. This is a big play in this football game.
This is a big gut check, you'd call it, the coaches say.
Look to see if B&B is going to try and drag them off sides right here. Craig Cohockey is the center. Heaney Hockey underneath. He's going to roll
Nick
left.
Jacobs trying to put pressure on him. Nick Jacobs is after him.
Throws it out. That's backward. An incomplete pass. And that is going to go back to the Jetmore Longhorns. 1st and 10, Jetmore at their own 20-yard line.
And that's what the game is. Defense wins championships. Defense wins championships according to Coach Ayers and any coach. And they just stood up to the occasion right then.
So now Jetmore with the real opportunity right here, leading this ball game by 16 points with 8:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The 8-man Division I championship game on Smoky Hill Public Television from Schaefer Field in Russell. Haug with the football. Still
Great
on his
job.
feet and tripped up. And they're going to mark that ball at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 for Ryan Haug. 2nd and 1.
Just a great fake on that fullback up the middle to Chris, because he's been doing so well all year long for this whole game that they got to give him some respect and try for it. And then he pulls the ball out, Ryan did, and made a good 9-yard gain around that right end over there.
So 2nd down and 1, from the 29-yard line. Jetmore controlling this football game. Haug keeps it again. He's up the middle. Lots of running room. Heaney Hockey on the tackle up to the 38-yard line. So a gain of 9 and another 1st down for Jetmore.
It's time to move the sticks, and the zebras out there, Dennis Nelson says 1st down, and And his partners out there is old Mike Hairsnap and Hairsnap, and you got Tom King and Jamie McClure.
So it brings up first down and 10. And up the middle, Bamberger still going. Craig Kohaki with the tackle, 6 yards on the carry. It'll bring up second down and 4. Chris Bamberger now at 61 yards, unofficially on 14 carries.
And they're mixing up, Jeremy. You know, I saw the other one was a quarterback, kind of a counter. And now we go back to Chris Bamberger, you know, so it's like Haug, Bamberger, then back to Haug again. They're mixing up the plays very well right now, all on the running game, trying to chew up the clock and march it down.
So second down and 4. The ball in B&B territory at the 37-yard line. Haug, back to pass, has Berg. He makes the catch on his feet to the 21-yard line where he's brought down after a gain of 16 yards. And it's the same play that they've been wide open on so many times in this ball game.
That's been successful 3 times, twice for the 2-point extra points, and right here again out here in the open field for a long gainer. First down. The other time is incomplete, I think, they run it.
So here it is, first down and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They're doing that out of the I formation. Now they got the split backs. They got split each way.
Bamberger, lone setback. He's going to get the carry off the right side. Hit and drop. Brett Schmitz in on the tackle. Also in there was Dollinghouse and Edie Hockey. Gain of a couple on the play. It'll bring up second and 8.
Yep. In this backfield there, their lineman up across the front is Craig Gohockey, number 75, and in 220 senior. Your sub-back, he's the 150-pound nose guard.
Kevin Haug into the lineup, the 170-pound junior over the nose tackle. There's Bamberger, hit and drop. Dollinghouse in on the tackle as he gets to the 15-yard line. So down to 15, a gain of about 6 on the carry. It'll bring up third down and 4. 16 carries, 68 yards now for Bamberger. He is a horse.
He's been pretty tough all year long. They come in the I formation. They're going to come out in their split receivers wide. Here they got their split receivers wide. So look for him up front. It's third.
There's Bamberger again. He is not going to have the first down. He's hit and stopped. Dollinghouse in on the tackle. Also, Brad Haug down to the 14, a gain of 1. It'll bring up 4th and 3.
4th and 3. I would look timeout to probably officials timeout, but what do you look for Coach Ayers to send in now for this play, Jeremy?
I would look right now to see if they do something to run that pass out in the flats against Ruzick to the sideline, trying to get his equipment fixed. 4th down, a huge play for the Baileyville defense. The crowd getting into it. Here it is, 4th down and 3. Right side, there's a pitch out to Walker. He's got the first down inside the 5 and brought down at the 3-yard line. A 11-yard gain and a first down.
But out front, what made that play work by Yonker was Bamberger. He closed it out. You got to cover that outside end, and he did it. And that's what sprung him for the extra yards. Otherwise, the ball was coming.
Just inside the 4-yard line. Great lead block, and the defender was left out to dry out there. Not much you can do when you're one and you got 2 coming at you.
That time, Chris Bamberger did a great job as a lead block, and that's what made the play. Oh.
False start, Jacobs and Burks from the right side jumping early, and it's a 5-yard penalty.
I wouldn't say Jacobs was too anxious, would you?
I think he was ready to go.
But we got first down, and from about the 4-yard line, where we're back to the 9-yard line. First with 4:43 to go in the third quarter.
First down and goal. Kind of like the first quarter was in this ball game. Both teams back and forth, back and forth. And there's Bamberger up the middle, upended at the 5 after a gain of 4 on the play. It'll bring up second and goal. The ball at the 5-yard line.
He almost got with their penalty, almost got that yardage back. The last one made 4 yards, so got second and 5 from the 5-yard line here. And in the backfield, you got old Yonker, Brian Yonker, 128-pound junior. They're in I formation with old Bamberger at the fullback.
Tell you what, Bamberger just clouds over this. He gets the carry again. A couple yards in a cloud of dust. Dollinghouse in on the tackle. Also out there on the tackle was Kevin Haug.
Got to give a great kudos go out to Ruzick, that 220-pound left guard, because that's right went over there on old Daniel Cosman, that 186-pound sophomore is the center.
Ruzick on the left side, Cosman the center, Jacobs on the right side. There's Bamberger. Touchdown, Jetmore. From 3 yards out, and the Longhorns are starting to take control of this football game. It is 28-6, Jetmore.
It's a great cutback. I mean, Bamberger wanted to go over his right guard. He wanted to go over Nick Jacobs, and they kind of had it stuffed over there between him and Adam Burks, and so he went back to the weak side, on the cutback, and went in there easy, and he standing up for the touchdown. With 3:33 to go in the second quarter here, Jeremy, by 28-6.
28-6, Bamberger with his second 3-yard touchdown run of the ball game. Back to pass over the middle. 2-point conversion is good to Adam Burks. 3:33 to go in the third quarter. It is 30-6 Jetmore. Here's the give to Bamberger, and somebody might have touched his jersey at the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. So with 3:33, Baileyville really in a need to get something going, get something big right here.
Yeah, this is not what Coach Tiernan wanted at this point in stage, because he said they needed that contact to have the ball twice as many times this half, because Jetmore had done that the first half, and it just ain't worked out that way for him yet.
And really the only score in this ball game for B&B was that long 44-yard touchdown run from Brett Schmidt. So what B&B needs to do is sustain something to get some points.
And here they come out there. Of course, the last three times why he's been Nick Jacobs has put the ball clear out of the end zone, so there has been a touchback back to the 15-yard line. Let's see if he can do it again, Jeremy.
Here's the kick coming from Jacobs, the unique kickoff coverage by Jetmore. The kick is deep, and it is a touchback.
He got that big boot right in that. That boy does a good job.
It's just an extra weapon you have.
I think he's more tipping the scales more than a 222-pound senior also, according to the program. Looks like he's up there about 250.
You can never tell on those programs. Coaches can put what they want on there. There's a snap back. Schmidt takes the direct snap. He's hit by Bamberger. Burke comes in and finishes him off right at the line of scrimmage. So no surprise there. Chris Bamberger on the tackle after no gain on the play.
They're showing him a different look back then. They came out there, and kind of, some people call it the robust, but the single wing offense. They had just the three backs up there. Any one of three could receive the ball. They had their hands ready, and at this point, they're trying anything. They're trying to throw the Longhorns off.
15 minutes left to go in regulation. Heaney Hockey at the scoop shuttle pass. Haug on the run, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line. 24 yards on the gain on the shovel pass to Brad Haug.
We haven't seen that yet, had we, Jeremy, today? But that was a great time and great for that call, and it's a great catch on the shuffle pass. And now it's first down to keep the sticks going for the Falcons.
72-yard passing now for Heaney Hockey. A beautiful play right there. As B&B trying to drive again. Haug with the carry. Burks makes the hit as he crosses the 40 to the 49, a gain of 40 to the 39, a gain of a couple on the play, second down and 8.
Adam Burks did a great job coming up from the safety to hold him on a 2-yard gain, because he put the finishing blow onto that 2-yard gain.
If you see how Burks attacks the line of scrimmage,
when he knows it's not a passing play, man, he's quick to come up. Here you go.
False start. Haug early on that one. And it'll bring up second down and 13 after the 5-yard penalty on B&B.
Referee Dennis Nelson give the old traveling call in basketball, but in this game, why, it's a little illegal procedure. They were back.
Second down.
Probably cold. The referee didn't have his mic on because it's too cold for him today.
B&B back to pass. Heaney Hockey in trouble. Throws it. Incomplete. That was intended for Nate Cohockey. Randy Ruzick was right there with him.
Looked like it's going to be a screen pass. It might have been a good thing it didn't. It fell incomplete. I think Jetmore's all over it.
Probably be their best choice if that thing was incomplete because, like you said, Ruzick was right there with Nate Kohaki. Third down and 13. The play comes in late from the sideline. Strawson gives it up. 2:14 goes the third quarter. Jetmore leading 30-6. B&B trying to get something going. Back to pass. Heaney Hockey has time. Sets up. Throws up. And it's almost intercepted by Burks.
Who's their best offensive receiver all year long for the Longhorns, and looked like he's right in his bread basket. Hit him in a bad spot, right in his hand.
Wow. He's going to kick himself for that one later on, but his team comfortably ahead right now, 30-6 after the incompletion, and B&B
they'll go
might
for
need
it.
to go for it right here, trailing by 3 touchdowns.
They'll go
and
for it.
3 two-point conversions. Here it is, 4th down and 13. The Jetmore defense going for the kill. Heaney Hockey throws it, incomplete. That was intended for Haug. Jeff Haug at the 28. It was short. Double coverage all over him, and Jetmore takes over 1st and 10 at the B&B 36-yard line.
The ball just kind of short-hopped in there to him. He didn't have any chance to catch that one there, so it'll be the Longhorns trying to keep momentum and take over on Baileyville Falcons 36-yard line.
It's a 24-point lead for Jetmore. Here's the long pass right here that was incomplete.
Almost intercepted.
Looked like Burks was the intended receiver right there. Left side, Yonker with the carry. Brought down by Haug coming in from his corner position. A gain of 5 on the play to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. It brings up 2nd and 6.
And here comes in Jacobs. They brought 2 of them in here. The 2 subs was Nick Gable, 155-pound senior, number 6. And also number 99, Nick Jacobs, a 220-pound senior.
Jetmore offensive line starting to control this thing. There's the keep by Haug. Look out! He's going to go! Touchdown, Jetmore! Haug from 33 yards out, and the Longhorns lead it by 30 points.
That is a great read by what Haug did. He gave that fake to Bamberger up the middle. He's been running it all time. They go for that fake, and he just capes it, goes outside, and gets the numbers in. It's a long touchdown again for Ryan Haug. He's done a great job, great leadership. He did the same thing last week against South Park.
33-yard touchdown run, and just like that, a close game at halftime has been turned into a Jetmore rout.
Here we go.
2-point conversion. See if they pass.
High formation is going to be a pitch.
He is hit and dropped.
Oh.
Jeff Haug on the tackle, and that is one heck of a form tackle right there.
Oh, he racked him up. That's a great job. Jeff Haug, 140-pound junior, cornerback. He came up, got cheated up, and he took that pitch. Great job by the Falcons.
You look down here, look at your replay. Haug, wide open, Heaney Hockey. Didn't have a chance to catch him, neither did Kohaki. And with 1:25 to go in the third quarter, Jetmore 36, B&B 6.
An awesome display of ball control. Fullback up the middle, quarterback counter, then fake on the outside, and then run all the way. Just a great job. Look for another kick out of the end zone by about the 5th or 6th time here by Nick Jacobs.
Jacobs has kicked it all over the place tonight. That's a line drive. Could be taken. It's taken by Haug. He's going to go right side, trying to get a return. Nice block by Ryan Hyman about the 20-yard line up to the 35. So a 30-yard return, and I'll tell you what, it's 20 yards further than they have been, so you can see the advantage to a guy that can kick it out of the end zone most of the time.
They needed that spark, and that was a great block in there by 88. Nate Gohaki, he made a nice block in there, as well as number 10 for which is Ryan Hyman to spring old Jeff Haug. They got first down.
First down and 10. Left side, Smith with it, lowers his shoulder up to the 39. almost to the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
And umpire Tom King marks it almost right on the old mid-stripe, the 40-yard line.
And take a look at this field. You see right down on the middle of the field, the painting. Great grounds crew here at Russell. Get this field ready to go. Left side, Smith with the carry. Lowers it. Gets across the 40 to the 39. A gain of a couple on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Norm Nuss and the people in Russell have, Russell High School and the whole community just done a great job getting this thing ready. The KSHSA State Championship in 8-man football. Right out there in the center of the field. They did a great job.
Under half a minute to go before the end of the 3rd quarter. Smith takes the snap, goes left.
Nowhere to go.
He stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And he had to fight like crazy to get back to the line of scrimmage, Jeremy, because there was no place for him to go when he went off to the left. We got a timeout.
We got a timeout on the field. Before we go any further, let's go down to the sideline. Drew Miller has an interview.
Okay, we're joined here with Shelly Cahoon. And Shelly, you're a special fan, and you have someone who's very special in the Jetmore program. Can you tell me who that is?
Yeah, it's Coach Chad Cahoon. He's the assistant coach. He does the defensive side of it.
Now, has Chad told you anything about preparing for the game? Is he nervous, and is he excited probably right now? What do you think his thoughts are?
Right now, he's probably not quite as nervous as he has been this week. No sleep this week and a lot of film watching. We don't see him a lot during this time, but I think now he's feeling probably a little better than he has.
And speaking of feeling, the fans, they really seem pumped up. Do you think they're going to have a lot of celebration in Jetmore if they pull it out here in the 4th quarter and win this game?
Oh, yeah, Jetmore is a town that we're really small, but we're 100% behind our team. We'll be a big celebration.
Great. Thanks, Shelly.
All right, thanks a lot, Drew. 36-6, Jetmore, 4th down. And there is offside on the Longhorns. And I'll tell you what, Ruzick played well, but he got caught right there.
Right.
And he was kind of listening to the snap count and might have been a little hard count instead of actually watching the ball. So that's going to be an automatic 1st down now. Crucial play.
I'll tell you what, Jetmore wanted to, they called the timeout hoping to get B&B to have to punt into the wind and
do that, or even stop on the next play and have one shot with the wind behind him, because it's going to be 4th down and about 4.
It's a good thought. That's why you're here, to think of stuff like that for me.
You know, you saw what he did with 1 second to go in the first, before halftime, didn't you?
Yeah.
You remember?
Right up the field.
Kevin Ayers was going to go for the bomb that time, too.
So an false start on Baileyville. It'll bring up 1st and 15. 9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
They certainly have their work cut out for them in this 4th quarter.
The ball at the 38-yard line, 1st and 15. You look, his last snap, Heaney Hockey was so far back in the...
We have could be that substitution.
Be 11:5 on the clock.
11:5 on the clock. 11:5 on the clock. There we go.
Okay, here we go.
36-6. B&B trying to climb back into this thing. Of course, it's not impossible. 1st and 15 at the 38. Right side. Hyman with the first carry. He's upended a yard back. So bring up 2nd down and 16 after a 1-yard loss by Ryan Hyman on his first carry of the ball game. And that is the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Ryan Hyman is an old 140-pound junior.
We are through 3 quarters of play. Jetmore 36, B&B 6. We're back with your 4th quarter after this timeout on Smoky Hill Public Television.
Tonight's presentation of 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Jetmore versus Baileyville-B&B on Smoky Hills Public Television, is made possible by an underwriting grant from Burke's Plumbing of Jetmore. Dennis and Ruth Burks are proud to sponsor the coverage of the Jetmore Longhorns and congratulate the kids on another great season. Burke's Plumbing, serving the Jetmore and Dodge City communities. By Agco Incorporated, serving Russell County and the surrounding area. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the generous support of the following Jetmore businesses: Snyder Well Service, Beckworth Funeral Home, Farmers State Bank, Bonsai Products Incorporated, the Jetmore Republican, Cornerstone Painting and Drywall, Wild Willie Sports Bar and Grill of Jetmore, and the Cactus Club of Mess City. Jetmore Food Center. If you would like to purchase a VHS or a DVD copy of the 8-man state football championship game, contact Melinda Walker at Smoky Hills Public Television at 1-800-337-4788, extension 133. Or email her at mwalker@shptv.org.
For the Longhorns, a loss of 3 on the play will bring up 3rd down and 19 after the 3-yard loss, and Nick Gable just pinned his ears back and came after the quarterback there.
He did a great job, and I was watching the defensive coach on the sideline, old Chad Cahoon, and he was all pumped up too. He was tickled for his whole defense.
Only 2 yards rushing today for Brett Heaney-Hockey on 8 carries. There's the reverse. It's coming. Sudback with the carry, hit and dropped at the 35-yard line. So a gain of 7 on the play, but it'll bring up 4th down and 12 for B&B.
Reminded me kind of a little single-wing trickery where Smits takes it and then he hands the ball back to number 45, which is
Kenton Sudback, the 150-pound sophomore. So here we go, 4th down and 12 for B&B. They need this to have any shot at this ball game. It's going to be a tough comeback anyway. Heaney-Hockey back to pass, in trouble. Tip, nearly intercepted by Gable off the deflection. And it will go back to Jetmore.
Just a great individual move there by Nick Gable, that 155-pound senior, who batted the ball up in the air and almost had an interception in the backfield. The way it is, it's incomplete, and it's going to be 1st down for Jetmore on their own 35-yard line.
The Longhorns, 45 yards to go to pay dirt. They lead this one by 30. Of course, in 8-man football, any point by halftime or in the second half, if you're up by 45, the game's over, but Jetmore has a long way to go before they think of that. They lead it by 30 right now with 10:45 to go in the 4th quarter.
And just an incredible job by both teams to get here, and they're showing the strength of the Hodgman County.
And it's intercepted. Brad Haug to the 30 and inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They needed that.
At the 20.
And that's a turnover that they needed, a little momentum change now for the Falcons, and they certainly needed it. And here comes number 11 coming in for Baileyville Falcons.
Remaining the seats for presentation of the medals and trophies following the game. Cheerleaders only allowed off the field.
So it brings up 1st and 10 from the Jetmore 20-yard line. Heaney-Hockey pitches it to Smith, has a little blocking, is knocked down, no gain on the play. Here's the interception again right here.
Number 22.
If you look on your screen, Haug was hit as he threw it, underthrew it, and Brad Haug made the interception for B&B and really did a good job getting down the sideline. Rudzik made the tackle.
And Brad Haug was trying. Brad Haug was trying to get that block out there to free up Smith at last play.
10 minutes to go in the ball game.
Split back.
Heaney-Hockey keeps it. Reads his block from Dollinghouse and gets inside the 16, almost to the 15. A gain of 4 on the play will bring up 3rd down.
And 6. Looks like a 3rd down and 6, Jeremy, from about the only 16-yard line.
Under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Jetmore had it after the incomplete pass on 4th down, but the next play intercepted by Brad Howe. Heaney-Hockey going to keep it up the middle. and he is going to be cut down short of the first down, a gain of down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 3.
Picked up half the distance they needed, didn't he, Jeremy? Still going to have 4th down and about 3 to go, where they had 3rd and 6. So here we go. He's going to go behind 220-pound senior, the number 75, the center, Craig Gohockey.
Hockey is the man they go behind.
Dollinghouse, he's at the left guard. You got Dieters at the right guard. Jeff Haug at number 31, the right end, and Stratton.
Here we go. 4th down. There's again, right side. Smith goes outside. He's hit. He's close to the first down. I don't think he has it, judging by the spot. I think he's short by about
It's a great short by half a yard.
It looks like he is short. And he is. They already signaled the other way. A gain of 3, and they needed 4.
That's a great job because Smits, he was hit, and he reversed out and almost, by extra effort keeping them feet moving, almost made that first down.
So Jetmore has it back. I look for Chris Bamberger right here. He gets the carry. He's going to be stacked up after a gain of 1 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
It's called eat the clock up. Don't put the rock on the grass. You know, we don't want any fumbles. We had enough of it in the first quarter. Kevin Ayers is probably saying, so let's keep hold of it. A little ball control and get out of here and win another state championship like we did in 201.
Longhorns looking for their 2nd state championship in school history. How keeps it? Left side, look out. He has some speed and finally is tripped up. Heaney Hockey tripped him up to the 31-yard line. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is.
If you decline the penalty, first time, take penalty, go back 10 yards and replay the down.
That is a 10-yard penalty.
We'll go back, Tom.
And we'll see what the call is.
Block in the back.
Block in the back.
After the 18, we'll go to the 9.
Block in the back, and they'll move it back inside the 10-yard line.
That was a no-brainer decision, though, wasn't it? If you don't take the penalty, you know, hey, it's first down, the Longhorns. So
a 10-yard penalty. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11. The ball at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Turner didn't take all that learning from going to school with old Jerry Cornelson, the liberal, for any reason.
8 minutes to go. Jetmore. Bamberger.
Quarterback.
Now Howe. He reverses the field and got hit. Jeff Haug. Introduce yourself to Ryan Haug.
You know, and Bob Haug was Ryan Haug's dad, you know, from Jetmore, and he said they're distant relation. His mother said before she passed away that they had some distant relatives up there around the Baileyville area. So they are related.
So if they hadn't met each other yet, they just did.
They just did. I think you're right.
3rd down and 3. B&B defense looking for a call. They get it in from the sidelines, and here we go. I look for him to blitz. There they go. Oh, what a play by Brad Haug. He came right through that line and drilled Bamberger. Henny Hockey in there as well, and it brings up 4th down and 3.
You know, Jeremy, there's Haugs everywhere.
They're all over the place.
Just like John Madden would have a horse trader full of Haugs today, not hogs, wouldn't he?
He would have something like that going on. 4th down. Looks like Jetmore's probably going to punt this thing away. And there it is. The kick is away. That's a good one by Burke. Hyman going over, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 32-yard punt, no return. So it's 6:39 to go in the ball game. Here's the play right there. You see Howe coming in, making the lick. Heaney Hockey was in there as well, and Greg Coe-Hockey was right there as well to finish him up if they didn't bring him down.
Yeah, if the Haugs didn't need any help, well, then here comes Go-Hockey in there to help him, huh?
6:39 to go, down by 30 points.
Oh!
Goes right by him. It's still on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Cosman. Touchdown! Touchdown, Daniel Cosman. A 7-yard fumble return for the touchdown, and Jetmore is well on their way to a state championship. Off the a fumble.
Well, there's in their old single wing set, you know, 3 backs, and the ball went right between the halfback and the fullback, like the quarterback. A little indecision with who they were supposed to get the ball, and one of the unfortunate things that happened for the Falcons is that here they go for the 2-point extra point in a high formation.
There's the kid off the right side. Smith's in on the tackle. The 2-point conversion is no good. With 6:31 to go in the ball game, it's all Jetmore. Longhorns 42-6. If you look at this, Larry, like you said, 3 guys back there, and there the ball goes on the ground. Brad Haug nearly had it. Kosman recovers it and marches it right into the end zone for the touchdown for the Jetmore Longhorns.
It was a great job by by Brad Haug to go back to try to get the ball, and he just couldn't wrap it up, and all of a sudden here comes Daniel Kosman in there that gets that fumble recovery for, what was it, 6 yards, did you say? 6 yards or 7 yards, somewhere in there, and took it in the end zone. But it was a great job. They didn't quit, and they stuffed them for the 2-point extra point.
Now what do you do if you're Steve Tiernan? It's awfully tough right now for your team. You're down by 36. The likelihood of coming back isn't very good. How do you keep your team's spirits up right now here in the late going?
It's tough, but hey, they've been playing all year long. There's no quitting on Tiernan's team, no quitting on these B&B Falcons. Now you got Jeff Haug. Jeff Haug's back there.
The kick taken by Schmidt. He has some running room. Still on his feet up to the 31-yard line. In on the tackle for the Jetmore Longhorns with Matthew Burns, a 139-pound junior.
And they had, of course, they had Jeff Haug, number 31, and also had Ryan Hyman, number 10, back there as to return the cut, but the ball never got back that far to him. One of the upbacks got it, old Smiths.
And there are three guys in the backfield. There's the snap that's taken by Smith. Going right, has some blocking, and a lick put on by Adam Burks after a gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Number 45, Adam Burks makes first contact.
That was kind of robust. Smiths had a couple guys out front leading the blocks for him, 31, 37. Now you got 88 coming back in for 11, which is old Nate Go Hockey. He comes in for 11.
2nd and 7. Heaney Hockey goes left. Hit. Dropped as he gets to the 35-yard line. A gain of a couple on the play. Kosman in there, but initial contact made by Nick Jacobs. After the 2-yard gain, he'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
And right now, Coach Steve Tiernan, he's bringing in Strathman and Go Hockey. They cut internet plays.
Heaney Hockey back to pass, looking, pitches it out, and fumbled. It's picked up by Jetmore.
By Adam Burke, number 45.
There to make the play, and I'll tell you what, if he keeps his feet, he goes in for another score.
Just glanced off the receiver on the pitch play, glanced off his shoulder right into the hands of Adam Burke, the 169-pound senior.
You can't fault Brad Haug right there because that is a tough pitch, and you can't fault Heaney Hockey either because he's trying to make something happen.
That's right.
At this point in the game, you got to do something to get.
They're getting desperate, and there's a quick little brisk, little too much of a crisp pass back there. I was on the pitch on the option. I got to him a little quick, and his hands wasn't ready, and now we have a turnover.
See if Jetmore goes for the throw right here. Bamberger to the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain. 82 yards today for Chris Bamberger.
Well, he's a man-child.
There ain't no doubt about that. 2nd down and 8. Under center. Blitz.
Oh, yeah.
The ball stays.
Great job.
Some way. Brad Haug timed that thing about as perfect as you could. A loss of a couple on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10. And
you can call that a Haug reunion. They met in the OK Corral. The Haug reunion.
That's
Mr.
as good.
Brad.
That's as good as you can time a blitz, though.
That was. They got the same time that the quarterback got the ball at the same time.
3rd down and 10.
He's ready again.
There's the snap. There's the pitch to Yonker. Cuts it back. He's cut down at the 30-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 14.
That time there, you had 140-pound junior Ryan Hyman number 10 from the cornerback position. He came up into blitz formation. And then, of course, you had 48, was Brett Smith, the defensive end, and they racked him up for a loss. So now it's 4th down and, 14?
Clock running, under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. And false start on Rusik over there on the left side. The 225-pound sophomore gets whistled for the flag. 50 yards in penalties today for Jetmore.
And they normally don't have that many. I don't know whether the concentration lit down on him or what, or it's a long count. Maybe try to get them off 5 yards. I don't know, Jeremy, but it's going 4th down even longer now, about 20, huh?
4th down and just about 20, 4th and 19. Looks like Jetmore is going to punt the football away. There's a snap to Berg. It is blocked. And it's taken by Nate Kohaki, and he gets hit as he gets to the 31-yard line. I'll tell you what, Adam Burks, he is a guy that likes to stick his helmet in anywhere, and he brings it every time. There's a hit he had last week against South Barbara. You were there, you saw it. He just absolutely laid into a kid coming across the middle on a 4th down play.
That was I call it the IHOP waffle. That's when you leave the imprints of the waffle iron on it.
There's the pitch to Brad Howe. He's tripped up as he gets up to the 36-yard line. Burks on the tackle after a 5-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and a short 5.
Let me tell you, these guys are winners, and they wouldn't be here if they wasn't. They've done a great job in the weight room. They've done a great job out there. And Baileyville's got an incredible traditional league they play in up there.
And Heaney-Hawk is going to keep it. He has some blockers. Heaney-Hawk, he has enough for a 1st down into Jetmore territory at the 36-yard line. A gain of 7 and a 1st down.
You'll probably remember, Jeremy, in the last several years in Class 1A basketball, it's either the guys or the gals, both of them, have been making many trips these last 10 years or so just over to the Hayes at Class 1A basketball. So there's an incredible rich tradition of all the athletes up there in B&B.
They know how to win, regardless of football, basketball. Under pressure, Heaney-Hawk throws it over the middle, incomplete. That was intended for Dustin Strothman about the 29-yard line.
Well, Strothman was kind of going to his right real fast, and the pass is behind him, is real low, and it's behind him, just couldn't make it, and there's kind of short hop. But
2nd down and 10 for B&B at the 36-yard line. The Falcons, 11-1 coming into this ball game. Jetmore
12-0.
Was 12-0. Going to pass it down the field, has a man. Oh! Jeff Haug had it go right off his fingertips. That was a beautiful pass, but it was incomplete.
He needed about 3 more inches of his hand underneath that ball, and I think he caught it in. It just barely missed having a long touchdown, a halfback pass by old Smith.
So it brings up 3rd down and 10.